Alright, what's going on, guys? Bringing you guys another live stream. We are back on Black Ops 3 Zombies. We gotta turn that down a little bit. And we're also gonna get the live chat going. I don't want to miss another comment like I did yesterday. Which I do apologize again for that. So what this is going to be, guys. So this is not the start, right? This is pretty much the the pre-log. I don't even know what you want to call it. Kind of the pre-challenge of everything. Essentially, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going through and explaining every challenge that we're going to be doing on our ultimate zombie challenge list. Essentially, if you guys didn't look at the last stream, we are going to be playing every zombie map that we can. There's going to be a couple of zombie maps that we're not going to revisit. I'm gonna actually try to buy buried, but like things like, what is it, like Die Rise, for instance, we're not gonna be playing that. There's gonna be, you know, things like Verrucht, stuff like that from World at War. I think we have Shinonuma, if I'm not mistaken, but we're not gonna be like playing some of the things that like I just don't have the map packs for, essentially. But we can still play it through Black Ops 3, and that's kind of where we're going to be sitting with it, essentially. Okay, so we're going to kind of go through the list. I have made 26 challenges. Now, the thing is with this also is this is kind of a hit and miss challenge here, because some maps I'll be able to go more things because they just have more to offer, and then other maps obviously there's not going to be as much to offer, so I'm not going to be able to do everything. Example, Easter eggs, wonder weapons, like crafting them and all that. Like some maps just physically don't have that kind of content, so we're probably going to be trying to at least find something where we can at least get 10 to 15 challenges per map, essentially, hopefully being better and better and better, just depending on the actual map itself, essentially. So obviously we're going to go through all these. Some of these are going to be very self-explanatory, and they're not going to be like, oh my gosh, like what do you mean by all this? But then there are some maps or some challenges a little further on the bottom of my little cheat sheet I have next to me that I'm gonna have to do a little bit more explaining with, essentially. Okay, so this game right now is essentially like we're just gonna be playing and we're gonna be explaining stuff and kind of showing it as well on some things that we can. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at right now. Alright, so we have first the one box challenge. Alright, this one is very simple. We hit the box once, and whatever we get, and we have to use for the remainder of the game. Now, there is a loophole in this one, because you can, to make it a little bit better of a game, if I get something where one, it's not a wall buy, so it's not like I can buy ammo for. Example, like XM53. We'll obviously use the XM53 until we're out of ammo, but it will require us to get the mule kit to grab a third weapon, or essentially we'll just keep the pistol, so that way it's something useless. But that's kind of how that goes, okay? And obviously, if you get monkey bombs, that one doesn't even matter. Sneeze coming. Yep. Hold on. Let me blow my nose real quick. Much better. Okay. So yeah, one box challenge I think is probably one of the most self-explanatory ones. I don't think we need to deal with too much controversy of how we're gonna play a one box challenge essentially. A little BMP action.
Who wants to try
All
and
right.
take me?
So next one, guys, is going to be the setup challenge. Now I'm not doing these in any specific order. I think we're gonna kind of maneuver some of the orders just depending on the map and everything. The setup challenge is going to be one of the first ones, I would say, between probably like a 2-box challenge and then this one potentially. And what this setup challenge is, get the points here. Let me pause this real quick. Okay, so the setup challenge will be, I need to try getting 2-pack guns, right? So 2-pack punch weapons, 4 perks, and then at least one of those, at least one of those being, or I'm sorry, both of them double pack punch as well. Now it doesn't matter necessarily what double pack it is, as it really just truly doesn't really matter, honestly, what we're going to be dealing with a double pack, because essentially what we want to take away from, there are some challenges that require some RNG that, you know, we're not too focused with that kind of criteria right now of like seeing where the map's RNG is, you know. That zombie. There's headshots there. No, we're out here. Alright. Next one. So setup challenge essentially is just determining how long it truly takes to set up. Now this is kind of the map that always kind of comes back to me when I think about this challenge is essentially like Zetsebo, where things are just not, you know, it's tough to get perks. You know, you might be able to get a couple or something like that, but it's really just not, it's not like a good experience to try setting up on like Zetsebo. So that's where this differentiation between the maps is definitely going to come into play. But I think it's a crucial challenge because every map plays differently to set up. And then next, and obviously things like this, if it's a map that doesn't have pack punch, obviously we're not really going to be going based off that. Like, I think if it's like the original Nocturne Toten is which we're going to be starting with, it's going to be pretty much getting the ray gun and a flamethrower, or you know, something along those lines essentially. Okay, and I do want to clarify as well, if you guys think of any other challenges throughout, like, even if it's throughout the series or something, like, hey, we're already like 4 maps into it, what maps are you guys thinking? And you guys are like, oh yeah, why not do this kind of challenge? I'm 100% open to any suggestions. Like I said, certain maps are gonna have more or less challenges inside, like, with them. So I mean, that's already gonna be kind of part of it, where it's gonna be different, like I said, different amounts of challenges between everything. Okay, so setup challenge, very very self-explanatory there. It'll differentiate between things, but for the most part, that's the biggest one, is 2-pack guns and all 4 perks. The next is another very self-explanatory one, is just an Easter egg. So anything that's kind of required with it, you know, I'm thinking of like something like the Giant, where there's actually, from what I know, and this is kind of fun for me too, because it gives me a chance to maybe look at some other Easter eggs could potentially look at, and how long it takes to actually complete those, you know? So, I mean, these can be as simple as the main quest Easter egg, or, the other one I'm thinking of is, like, on the giant, where the monkey bombs, you throw them in the teleporter, and you teleport, and you go, like, you get the, stamina up or dead shot perk, right? So, I mean, you know, but that is technically an Easter egg, so we'll be doing both of those, meaning, even though it's one challenge, it can be brought into multiple kind of challenges. Upgrading the shield in Garage Proby, you know, is another one of those things that, can kind of differentiate between, you know, I don't think necessarily that one is going to be, what I'll do, but, like, kind of something similar to that, where, you know, things are just kind of different, or maps have different components in them, and different Easter eggs, things like that. I'm sure Revelations will have a ton of content with everything, so, I mean, I saw a little creepy crawler.
If I don't find ammo, I'll have to kill them with my breath.
He is last. We are going to hit box real quick. You want to get double tap as well.
I'm out of ammo.
Nice.
Maybe I should just drink instead.
So next one, obviously I've covered Easter eggs. This is going to be our fourth one. It's going to be a very simple one, round 50. It's going to be our attempt on the high round on the map. Now, I think this is going to change based off of the map itself, but that's going to be my attempt on those. Is a round 50 attempt. If we get it, obviously great. There's obviously certain techniques that will make that a little bit of a faster attempt potentially, but overall that's like my go-to, is just trying to hit round 50. Some maps I don't think we're gonna be able to hit that. Next is the 2-box challenge. Very simple again. Doesn't have a lot of rule or like regulations with anything. You hit the box twice, and those are the two things that you get to use. I mean, it's very self-explanatory. This one I do kind of put on the hold of, what is it? Not having the meal kick rule, where if you get an XM53, you can't go ahead and grab mule kick. That way you have another weapon. I think the only difference it might be is if it's like a Pharaoh or an Elcar and it's not on a wall. And I'm hoping somebody will be in the chat to kind of say yay or nay to it, but more than likely it's just gonna be a nay. But the next one is going to be the no perk challenge. This one I think we're just gonna go up to potentially round 25. For a hey, we won, we did it kind of.
Is coming for you.
Like, I think that's gonna be the kind of deadline with it. Like, I feel like round 20, round 25 is definitely a you won kind of thing in zombies. So I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna be sticking with. There's that zombie, that guy. Okay. Now he's moving. Okay, so no perks, obviously a very easy one to understand. Next one is the rainbow and reverse rainbow perk challenge. Obviously these ones both have their own
Why can I see so clearly now?
they have their both own rules wise that you know, different maps will have. And you know, the other thing with that, like, that challenge itself is not every map is capable of doing the Rainbow Perk challenge. So you know, there's like, that's literally a contingent on the map, and that's 2 challenges right there. That's why I said most maps are going to be between 10 and 15, I think. But when we get into like Black Ops 3 and stuff, we're probably going to have more into the 20 to 25 in each excuse me, in each map. With all that being said, we move on to the next one, which is single round purchase challenge. This one is probably one of the hardest ones to do, because it's, I mean, it's right in the name as well, is every round you can only purchase one thing, whether that's buying a gun, buying a, you know, a gobble gum, buying a door, pack-a-punching, you know, buying ammo. I mean, that's another big one, especially when we get into some Black Ops 1 kind of maps as well, where it definitely could be pretty tough to do that. Buying a perk, like all that stuff. You know, I mean, we hit the box, I think, like, what, 5 times. We bought 4 perks. We bought, I mean, 5, 6 doors. I mean, you're talking about potentially round 15 to have what we have right now, and you know, we have it all in round 9. You know, so I mean, that's where the challenge comes in, is, you know, especially buying the ammo portion of it, is sometimes that's where things can really get difficult. So that's single round purchase. Next is Gobblegum challenge. This one is I'm excited for this one, because this one is similar to the single round purchase challenge, where it limits your ability to essentially play the game how you want to. And how this one's gonna work is I'm gonna have these Gobblegums that I have set up right now: the Dangerous Closest, Alchemical Antithesis, Stock Option, Arms Grace, and Eye Candy. And essentially each of these will mean something different. What I mean by that is, so Danger Closest, pretty much every color means something different, essentially. So the blue means I can purchase a gun or ammo, meaning if the box is right there and I need to hit the box, but I don't have the blue Gobblegum attached to me, I can no longer hit it. Now, I think for the most part, it's just going to be a single, like, you can only do it once. So it's not as though you can hit the, like, you get the blue Gobblegum and, like, you're set, you can buy, you know, you can hit the box like 50 times to get the Wonder Weapon, or, you know, buy, you know, a couple, you know, wall weapon and hit the box, and, I don't know, you know, you can't just use it infinite amount of times, essentially, is what I'm getting at with that.
That sounded like it hit his head.
Grab this thing, obviously. So blue is, you can get one weapon from either the box or the wall. Purple, or Alchemical Antithesis, I can activate something. So power, I guess it wouldn't necessarily. Gobblegums I have obviously free. You can do that, Pack-a-Punch, or Teleport. Now, obviously, in a game like this, you know, like, you need to teleport to Pack-Punch. So that would be where the kind of like a little change up would be, I guess, considered. You know, but like it's essentially activating anything. Or, you know, if you wanted to buy a turret, or in Shangri-La, for instance, you would need 2 of them, so you would need to cycle through your Gobblegums again to activate the water portion of it as well. So there's a lot of like different things in that portion of it as well. Which one am I on? Green, the stock option. Green is buying a door. So obviously if you don't have, if you hit, you potentially could go all the way up to round 4 or 5 before you open the starting room door, and then you have to cycle through your gobblegums again per round to be able to open the door again, or to open the next door. Meaning, it can get tough pretty quick if your gobblegum luck is not present. I want to like maybe save a zombie. I know this round like just started, but I feel like this challenge is something that I would like to explain a little bit more. But we'll go on with the next one, which is the orange, which essentially means I can buy a single perk. Now, the bad side of this is obviously early game wise, you can't buy, or I guess in solo you'd be able to buy quick revive. So I guess in a way it's not terrible. So yeah, I guess it does have a little use early game as well. But after that, essentially you would need to get to power before you did anything. Let's see if I can maybe get a crawler here. Okay. This can be 10 out of 10 gameplay here. And then the last one, eye candy, is essentially whatever you want it. So it's a combination of all 4 of them. Meaning if I get eye candy, I can either buy a gun, activate, go pack a punch, whatever it might be. So essentially it would look like this. Every round, I would come up here and I will get outcome around thesis. So that means for this round only, and I can only use it once, I can activate something, I can pack a punch, I can teleport, like anything like that. I can turn on power. Yeah, I mean, like that's literally all I can do, and I can only do it once. So it's not as though if I get this, like I said, I can't go run, turn on power, activate or link the teleporter, teleport, pack a punch, all in the same round. No, I can only do one of those things. So on a map like this, I would need to get this gobblegum. So start of the round, I would have to get this gobblegum. Now, obviously, depending on where I'm at, position-wise, I might wait till towards the end of the round to use my gobblegum, meaning, like, I don't have to get this gobblegum, run over here immediately, and turn on power. I do need to do it before the round ends, or as it's kind of transitioning, because obviously sometimes you just, 4 zombies are in there, you think there's might be one more behind them, you mow them down, and the round changes. But that just means I have to come back over here, switch out the gobblegum, and just kind of keep track of where I'm at what gobblegum I'm using for that round. But I can only use it once. So, if I were to hit, let's say I hit the gobblegum, I open up to here, I can use this purple gobblegum to activate power, right? Very easy. But I cannot go link the teleporter, right? Linking the teleporter essentially would cost another purple gobblegum. So, I would have to, I can't cycle through the gobblegums. I have to play through the rounds until I get this gobblegum or the eye candy gobblegum to purchase or link the teleporter, and then I would have to get another either eye candy or alchemical antithesis to teleport and pack a punch. And then I can't use it again to double pack. So if I wanted to double pack, I would need to again go through the rounds and get this gobblegum or the eye candy again. But either way, I have to link the teleporter again and then teleport, essentially, because that's a whole different action. So that in itself can cost a lot of rounds, essentially. Meaning some maps, I might not even get to double pack, I might not even get to pack punch. So there's definitely, and it's how to strategize, because once you get into here and you activate power, I might need another perk. I might need to buy I need to buy 2 doors to where I can get into double tap, and I think that'd be worth it better than saving up for Pack Punch, at least for right now. You know, like there's a lot of strategy that goes with it based off of different maps. So that's the Gobblegum challenge. Obviously, we are gonna still address these when we play them. So don't act like, I mean, like if you're watching this now and it's like, oh wow, these are a lot of challenges. Some of these have some weird rules. We're gonna put it in description. We're going to address it as like the first minute or so of the stream, and we'll be fine. Okay, I guess man couldn't handle himself apparently. Come on, man. Do I have that on here? I do. Okay. I was hoping I had that. Oh, we didn't even link. We didn't even link the teleporter yet. That's how good we are. The next one, while I'm just kind of talking here, next one's gonna be knife only. Obviously, this will be Bowie knife, Galvin knuckles, sickle, whatever I possibly can get my hands on to help with knifing. Now, the Gobblegum setup, I will have, what is it, Death Machine as well as I can use the drop as well, just to kind of, I mean, it's not as though the thing is crazy good, and it can't, like, maybe early rounds it can wipe them out, but, like, I think it's more so just, like, a slight advantage, but it doesn't guarantee a win on the challenge, essentially. It's not as though you keep the Death Machine for eternity.
Never mess with a Russian when drinks are on the line.
So that is... We are going to grab the ICR as well.
It's that clicking again. Oh, ammo!
Grab ICR. I'm saying we're just going to go run and hack this, hopefully get Deadwire for it really quick. Zombie with him, I guess. The next one's gonna be sniper only. Again, very self-explanatory of what snipers are. Obviously, in a map like this, we're gonna try resetting the things back to what is it? We're gonna try resetting it back over to Underwall still. The sniper scope. Surprised I didn't get that. Let me loop these guys around real quick. That was awful. The next one is Wonder Weapon building, how fast to acquire it and upgrade it. So this one's going to be essentially the same thing as, or the same style as the, what's it called? The setup challenge, only the primary goal of it is not to necessarily pack a punch and get all that other stuff. It's how fast can you get the thing. So like the Darius Drake bows, for instance, how fast can you actually acquire them, and then upgrade it. Now, there's obviously going to be 4 different bows, so there's going to be 4 different streams regarding that. Again, a big thing of why I'm kind of doing it that way.
This is proper socialist reform.
Like to try getting Jug.
I think there are
Doggo
dogs coming
time.
now. Reach for vodka tonight.
Oh.
Die, hell dog. Down, Suka.
Easy. Alright, where were we at? Wonder Weapons. So yeah, building up all the Wonder Weapons in the map. Or if it's a map like this, like I said, it's also just acquiring the Wonder Weapons. So like Moon, for instance, it's going to be how fast can we get the Zap Gun, how fast can we get the Gersh device, and how fast can you get the EMP grenades, and the Ray Gun. So there's going to be literally, and if you know we're on Black Ops 3, it's also going to be the Ray Gun Mark II. So there's going to be quite a bit of things. Or if you're on Kino, for instance, we're going to have to get the Thunder Gun Mark II as well as the regular Ray Gun, as well as Monkey Bombs. So there's going to be all those things that now if it's something like Origins, for instance, the primary thing we're going for is the staffs. It's not necessarily going to be about getting the Ray Gun or the Mark II or anything like that. The primary objective for Origins and that kind of map, like Horizon, for instance, is going to be primarily focusing on getting the true Wonder Weapon of it. So, just kind of clarifying that as well.
I just killed 1 billion zombies. Why is no one helping?
This. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. Where were we? Oh, the building Wonder Weapons. So, yeah, that's essentially how that's gonna work. Is making sure we make the primary Wonder Weapon of the map. Stop it, man. Okay.
Die by the hand of Nikolai! Hey, the rhyme.
Alright, that's him. Alright, let's go grab perks really quick again. So where were we at here? Wonder Weapon Box Roulette Challenge. So the Box Roulette Challenge, another kind of simple one if you know zombies. Every round I think it's just going to determine on the map of when we start it. I would like to start it potentially at round 6, but the biggest thing is we want to make sure, one, it's a challenge, and two, we can afford to get to the box and continuously hit the box no matter what we get. Example, if we get the XM53 on round 6, we're probably not going to get enough to proceed to the next round because we can't even hit the box. So, like, obviously we're going to try going for as much, like, hoarding of cash as possible. We'll try, we'll run with this one. So, like, there's some strategy with that one, too, and that'll be different per map, and per game, honestly, because something like, I'm still undecided if we're gonna do Cold War. We might, and I'm not 100% sure yet because that's something we're gonna have to like re-download. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Essentially, we'll make sure that like I said, everything's gonna be in the comments as well of the videos. Okay. Oh?
Already, sheesh.
Are we good? I don't. We're just gonna take a look. We're gonna take a little breather with that one because I don't know what just happened there. System died for a sec. But now we're back. Absolutely. At least we have enough for Quick Revive and Jug again. I see you coming out of that window. Don't you worry. I saw you. I saw you, Buttercup. I'm done. I shouldn't have crouched. I should have just kept going. Anyway, we're gonna run this one back, I think. Or we might try actually going through some some co-op. We might be able to just camp a little bit more. So more weapon build, box roulette challenge, again, very simple. The next one is room revolver challenge. This one is going to be strictly map dependent wise, because something like Origins, there's not really rooms. It's a pretty open spot, but we're going to divide it up, and every round we're going to have to, I mean, it's in the name, room revolve around that map. Meaning, essentially, if we're in Kino wise, you start off in the lobby, you go to the door to the right. The next where the MP40 is. The next round you go into the dressing room. The next round you go to the stage. And then the next round you go to the middle. Then you go back to spawn. And then you go to the left side, essentially. So you literally room revolve, and you have to stay in that room for the entirety of the round. You know, you can buy all the perks, you can pack a punch, all those things, all the lovely things inside that room you can do. Next one is one that we definitely can do with every single map, is starting room challenge. The starting room challenge, obviously, you can't leave spawn, and that's it. So you go as far as you can. Obviously, Black Ops 3, you have Gobblegum access, things like that. As long as it's in spawn, you can use it. The next challenge is Pack Punch Challenge, packing every single weapon in the map. This is going to be, I think, map dependent as well, just based off of... That one guy leave. Oh, he is here. Oh, wow, we got everybody. Wow. I think that's swell. Okay. So this other one, I'm gonna see how it goes because I'm actually curious of how this is gonna play. I was just kind of thinking of other challenges and stuff, and then this one popped in my head. It's called Keep Moving Along Challenge. I think I might just call it like Keep Swimming or something like that. I don't know. I'm still thinking about the true name for it. I think I might just call it the Stamina Up Challenge, meaning like you can't stop moving. And that's essentially what it is you can't, like, essentially you can't stop. So, like, if you're shooting zombies, like, it's definitely going to be good for training. But if I want, I literally will have to, like, do this and, like, just keep moving. You know, like, there's no stopping and doing anything. If I want to hit gub, I have to do this, run all the way around, and then pick it up. So, it's something that it's going to be, I think a lot more, it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be necessarily a challenge early round, because I'll literally just be able to run around, do my thing, in a sense. But we'll see how that one truly plays out. It might just literally be, like a one-time thing that we do it. I don't know. The next one is going to be the budget challenge, and you can only purchase anything. Now, I was going to do when it's only a fire sale, but I decided what I'm going to do is during a power-up. So, if it's an insta-kill, if it's a double points, essentially, you have to wait for, now, max ammo, the, what's the other ones? Max ammo, death machines. Obviously, they don't have a time limit on them. I mean, they do, but you hold the death machine, so it doesn't really have a time limit. Those will not do anything, but things like fire sale, double points, and insta kill, those ones you can do whatever you want with, essentially. Now, at first I was like, well, maybe you can only do like one thing, like for an insta-kill or something like that. Like, you can only buy doors during insta-kill. But I was thinking about it, and it's essentially not
Man up, zombies! It's time to die!
guaranteed that there's going to be a lot of drops in that specific round. You know, so I think it's more of an urgency thing, is if you were to grab an insta-kill, it's like I have to maximize what I do during this time. So if I could be training on the stage, let's just say, I pick up an insta-kill, and it's like, I have to go run and grab Jug, like, right now. Because it's not guaranteed that I'm going to have another opening for it, essentially. Or have everything kind of pre-made so I can go running in a pack punch. If you're Garage Krovi, you know, you'll have to literally wait till you get something like that. He's gonna fire sale.
You undead flesh addict! That's the ticket.
Probably shouldn't have grabbed this, but it's whatever. Oh, the box is actually here. Oh.
I hope they're ready to get a gut full of slugs. Yo, zombie! Wanna try out my new gun?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Can't wait to see what I can do with this. Hoorah!
Oh, let's go.
I'm gonna open up on him now.
You're like, come on, man. Come Come on now. Okay. So the next one, let's see, keep moving. Budget challenge, only can buy anything during a power-up. Now, the other thing with this is obviously, if it's like while it's disappearing, if I'm buying a gun or hitting the box or pack-a-punching, something like that, like, it's not going to be the end of the world that I did something. Like, if it's like doing like what it's doing right now, and like I slide, like, I think it's gonna be as long as I'm trying for it. Now, if I'm going for something, let's just say, and it's clearly like I slide, it gets put away, and I'm finishing it, and I buy meal kick or something like that, like, then I'll say like, okay, I kind of failed that, essentially. So I mean, there's gonna be like things like that too. The next one is going to be open up. This one's going to be another kind of similar style to how the game, or how the map itself plays. And essentially the goal of this one is going to be opening every map. Now, or every door on the map. Now, this one obviously is, you know, we're not going to be focusing on using any gobblegums. Like, it's going to be solely on the fact of point based. So kind of keep that in mind too.
Oh, your karma has improved.
Gotcha, man.
They are held outside for a little while now.
Alright, let's go turn on power and stuff at this point. Nobody else buying stuff.
No time for sugar, baby. I'm here to check the meter.
That's what I'm talking about.
The next challenge, while we have a death machine, we can kind of talk a little bit more. Where were we? Okay, pack punch challenge. Obviously, pack punching every possible weapon that can be pack punched. I think that one's relatively a simple challenge to understand. Now, even though it's possible to do so, it is not including stuff like monkey bombs, stuff like that. It's just strictly things that can be chucked in a pack punch machine. Oh wait, where were we at? Oh, okay, never mind. We were further on the list than that one. My bad. Let's see, open all doors, and the next one is going to be Shiva only. I think this one's gonna be alternating between like Shiva only, like Car 98K. You know, just kind of the bad gun of the, not bad, I think like kind of bad, I guess. I mean, the Shiva's at least useful because you can get it pack punch and it'll do good things. The other guns that I mentioned are kind of not that way. But you know, we'll see, kind of like what weapons might replace that, like the SMR or something like that too. You know, we'll kind of play that by map and everything like that. Now, most of our maps that we are going to play is going to be on Black Ops 3, so you know, like there's that too. I want to try getting. I was really hoping I was gonna get a what is it? Just one more headshot so I can get or enough for speed cola. But anyway, so Shiva only, obviously very self-explanatory. Game starts, I go by Shiva. That's all I can use for this game. I don't think there's too much explanation needed on that one. Let me go grab, this thing's still going? It's crazy. There we go. Get a little points throughout this round, I guess. So the next one's gonna be pistol only challenge, another very self-explanatory one. I can only use pistols for the whole game. So I mean, again, very simple challenge to explain there. I don't know if it's true that 2 people are currently watching. What I'm doing right now is this is the prologue, if you will, to the greatest zombie challenge or challenges of all time. Essentially what we're going to be doing is from this point on the stream, when we stream zombies, that is, we are going to be attacking most of these zombie maps in like when they were released. Like Verrucht, for instance, we're probably not going to be playing it on World at War, but we're going to be playing it on Black Ops 3 in order. So we're going to start with Nacht, Verrucht, Shino Numa, etc. And essentially, with every map, we are going to be tackling between, depending on how bare bones the map is, we are going to be tackling 10 to 25 different challenges in every map. Essentially, starting with Noctur and Toten, we are going to be doing essentially around, depending on, I haven't calculated how many Noct will actually have, but we are going to be attempting to do around 10 to 15 zombie challenges just in Noct, and like that, and then we'll move on to the next one. So the goal of this is essentially see what strengths and weaknesses are each map there for, and like what challenges are pretty much like, oh my god, this is impossible to do. You know, things of that nature, essentially. So there's going to be a ton of, experience here. You know, we're going to be doing Easter eggs. We're going to be doing just crazy challenges, easier challenges, simple challenges, complex challenges. I mean, you name it, like, we're going to be tackling it, essentially. Obviously, all the challenge details and stuff will be in the description of every video or every live stream as well. So, like, don't necessarily worry about, like, oh, I didn't catch what you meant by room revolver challenge or something like that. Is, it'll all be in every description of every live stream as well as in the very beginning of the stream. We will talk about kind of what the challenge entails. Right now, we are talking about our 24th challenge, which is the Lost Challenge. Now, this one is essentially just a point hogging kind of challenge, and essentially we have to get 10 different box weapons and throw them in the Pack-a-Punch and lose them. So this one is kind of a combination of point hoarding, a mild, like, high round attempt too, as well as, maybe I just should call it sacrifice challenge. I don't know. But we're still waiting on the names of the on some of these challenges. But that's essentially what it is we're gonna gather points. If you know, in a case like this, oh, we have 5,000 points. We're throwing the dingo inside the Pack-Punch machine and leaving it in there and moving on with the challenge. So essentially we lose that gun and we go on to a different one. And we're only going to be doing 10 weapons just because it's going to be how fast can you get points in the map. And that's going to be the true... I mean, it's a similar kind of thing to Pack-a-Punch challenge, only you can't keep that weapon, and you have to focus on tier box weapons and not something you can get from the from the wall. So even though you hit the box, if that weapon can be purchased on the wall. Whew. Stinky crawlers, huh?
How do you like that, creepy crawler?
I think they can link the teleporter already.
Double points.
They don't even have enough. We out there. We out there. Okay, the next one is the slow down challenge, which I think I might just put the Denizen challenge essentially, because essentially you can't run. You have to just simply walk around the map, and that's all you can do. Now, I think the other thing with it is I'm not allowed to get stamina up either, to make it even more of a challenge. The next one is simply bare bones.
Meditation time over.
Huh? You know, in all honesty, I'm actually not a huge fan of the Mark II. Just completely honest. I mean, it's good.
Looking for more ammunition.
That guy is bad.
There's just something so beautiful about blowing shit up.
Oh, fucking raw!
Huh?
K to the I to the A, some bitch! Not a chance, bone maggots!
Oh.
Ah, shit, that's just embarrassing.
I would say I knew that man was gonna go down with that one. Bare bones is essentially no perks, no wonder weapons, except the ray gun, and then obviously no gobble gum. So this one is, I mean, essentially right in the name is bare bones. There's no perks, no nothing. I mean, the thing is with Nocturne Totem is it's literally already bare bones. So like this challenge isn't gonna apply. And that's kind of the gist of everything. Obviously, like I said, all these challenges, they're going to be all inside the description of every single stream we do. I think we're probably going to be starting the challenge, potentially the setup challenge, which I think is going to be for Nocturne Totem getting the flamethrower and ray gun inside in the map. And whenever we do that, the challenge is complete. So there's going to be that too. I think what I'm hoping to get out of this, obviously, there's going to be a couple things. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be after the entire thing. Oh, and then the other one we have, the 27th challenge that we have laid out, is just playing a co-op match of zombies. So like that could be kind of whenever, depending on the game. We might be able to find one, and that would be huge if we can do that, because we might even start off with that, learn the map a little bit, see what we can do. That would be the best experience for it, is starting off with multiplayer, addressing some of what we're going to be starting with as far as the challenge goes, and just essentially getting good with some other players. Obviously, there's going to be more zombies, things like that. So just kind of seeing the best way to go about the map itself. I'm going to be watching some videos, especially on things like Shangri-La, Verrucht. Those are like some of the biggest maps that like I just have no idea about. But most of these things are very self-explanatory, honestly. You know, things, you know, like Kino, there's no Easter egg with it. Like there's certain maps that like are going to be very, like, half these challenges don't apply to it, but because we're on Black Ops 3, they do apply to it. Example, Rainbow Perk Challenge, Reverse Rainbow Perk Challenge. Kino would not necessarily need this, because in original Kino, unless you had the moon map, there's only 5 potential perks. So, being the original 4 and then Mule Kick. So there's no way to get that 5th perk. So, you know, there's no need for it. But because we're playing Black Ops 3, we are going to do it. Now, obviously, with things like 5 and original Kino, like I said, we're not going to be doing these challenges. You know, Gobblegum Challenge, for instance, we're not going to do. But we might do it as in terms of maybe we get like a randomizer 1 through 5, and you know 5 is, you know, represents the whimsical Gobblegum, 2 represents purple, things like that, where we definitely could potentially do this. The thing about zombies, guys, is there's so many different challenges with it that you know, I mean, there's like literally you can do anything you want. You can do SMGs only, ARs only, shotguns only. Like, there's so many different things with it. These are some of the biggest ones. Obviously, if you guys have any questions with them, let me know. As well as if you guys have anything to add. You know, if you guys are like, hey, why didn't you do this challenge, or why aren't you going to do this challenge, leave in the comments below. You know, obviously, I love to do challenges. This is going to put me through a lot. I already know. There's going to be so many different things for this. But by the end of it, I'm hoping, you know, on certain maps, like if we play Shangri-La 27 times, I'm hoping we're good at it. Right? 27 different times. Now, the good thing about this map, or this challenge also, guys, is there's going to be quite a bit of content out of there. I'm hoping this just grows with our community-wise. I'm still kind of deciding on kind of how we're going to be doing it is, I don't know. Like, there's going to be a lot of different things. And, you know, we might even throw in a couple was it custom maps as well. Like, I know I have Call of the Dead on PC as well. You know, I might maybe try finding Shangri-La's Easter egg that I can do solo, you know, or there's gonna be certain maps like that, or I might be able to find Die Rise remastered. There might be little things like that that I might be able to go on the PC wise, and Black Ops 3 like some mod maps and do these as well. So, and like repeat these challenges too. So there's really endless capabilities on this. I'm essentially trying this out just to see if I can get back into the Call of Duty community wise, because it would be so cool to be able to do something like this. But that is gonna wrap it up, guys. A little over an hour stream. If, like I said, you guys have any other suggestions, anything like that, whether even if it's not regarding this challenge sequence or series, leave it in the comments below. If you're like, hey, you know what, can you play some multiplayer? Or, hey, you know what, can you play this game or whatever? Mostly, I'm probably going to be like, probably not. But if it's something I actually have, like if you're like, hey, you know what, I would love for you to play Black Ops 3 multiplayer more or something like that. Okay, cool. Let me, I'll put some clips out there too. Obviously, this isn't going to be the only thing I do. I'm going to try to maybe bust out maybe 2 streams, so 2 challenges. Now, it really just depends, though, too. Is we might knock out one, end the stream, and then do the next one. And, like, we might stream 2 in one day. Just really depends on where we get at. If we complete the challenge, something like round 50, it's probably going to be more of like a Sunday thing where I literally have nothing else going on. Or like a Thursday, I wake up early and we might do it. That is something else I want to really try doing, is based on Tuesdays, kind of my late start day. I want to try getting up earlier, doing the morning stream, and then maybe doing a one night stream sometime in the week. And then obviously Thursdays and Sundays are my days off, so having like a mid to early afternoon streams on those days. So hopefully busting out 4 streams a week. And even then, I'm just like, yeah, I said, I just want to put that in perspective too. 4 streams a week, guys, is getting through. I mean, even if it's the bare minimum of 10 zombie challenges per map, we're going to be going through like Nocturne and Totem for a whole month of like all we're playing. Now, like I said, the other thing that we might be doing with this is in terms of Black Ops 3. Dude, really? These boys cannot push. Anyway, sorry, I had to turn off my notifications real quick. Essentially, what was I saying? Is when we get to like Black Ops 3 and more PS5 kind of maps, is what we might do on some of these, like knife only, for instance, sniper only. We might make short videos off of it rather than streaming it. But, and also, I think it's going to really depend on who, like, how our viewers end up going. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of people coming back to this. Like I said, Noct is going to be our fastest one. Because, like, I mean, you look at some of these maps, and I'm just going to kind of read off all our challenges again, and this is what we're going to be doing with Noct, essentially. So, 1 box challenge we'll do. Setup challenge, which, again, isn't going to be too much. It's going to be literally hitting the box. There's going to be... We're going to attempt around 50 on it. 2 box challenge. There's no perk, so we get... Hang on, I forgot to count. So we have 1 box challenge, setup challenge, round 50, 2 box. I mean, we can do a single round purchase challenge. I don't know how well that's gonna work. I'm not even gonna do knife only challenge on it, to be completely honest. I think that's gonna be more on Black Ops 3. Sniper only, so we're up to 6. Wonder Weapon acquired. That'll be 14. Box Roulette, so we're up to 8. Room Revolver, 9. Starting Room, 10. Again, I don't even think like single purchase, or I guess maybe. Oh, open up, which you can only buy one wall weapon, and then essentially gotta open all doors, which again will be really quick. Only. We might do the Gewehr. I think no, it's the M14 or M1A1 carbine. M1 carbine. It's that gun. So we might do that. Open up. So that, I mean, that's 11. We can do a version of Lost, so that'd be 13. I mean, well, we got pistols only. That'd be 13. Lost, which would be 4, or 14. Then maybe multiplayer. So I mean, honestly, Knocked we might get 15 challenges out of. To be completely honest. So there's that too. And like I think that's pretty good, honestly, for Knocked, getting 15 challenges out of it. And that is not actually, I don't know how I just remembered this. Those like that's just for a bare bones Knocked. We got more Knocked, boys. We got this Knocked. So I mean, we are going to actually be able to do all of these. So yeah, Knocked is not going to be a breeze, to say the least. And we're going to be able to do the knife only challenge, because it is a relatively better knifing system, I would say, than any other ones. So there is that too. So I mean, forget what I said. A lot of these are going to be accessible to it. Now, obviously, we're not going to do the no perk challenge on this one, like on Black Ops 3. We're not going to do the bare bones map on this, obviously. You know, but things like knife only, wonder weapon, how fast you acquire them, we're going to do that on both sides of the map. Like, I mean, we're probably going to be getting into 20, maybe even close to 20 map, 20 of them, because we're going to do the M1 carbine in World at War, and then the Shiva challenge in Black Ops 3. So that's two totally different challenges. The wonder weapon build, there's going to be 2 different, I mean, there's 4 different wonder weapons in this one. You have the Mark II, Thunder Gun, Ray Gun, and Monkey Bombs. So that's all of them in, in Knocked and this, compared to just the Ray Gun in World at War Knocked. So there's going to be quite a bit of zombie challenges to go through. Like I said, I think it's, what's tomorrow? Saturday? So Sunday, just because I'm going to be I doubt we're going to be able to, and I don't want to make any promises that we're going to stream on Saturday. So I'm going to say Sunday for sure we'll stream, and we're going to start off with Nocturne and Totem. And that's going to be our episode 1. So I think it's going to be Zombies Challenge series, and I think we're just gonna do it based off like seasons, maybe like number 1. Maybe we probably won't call it seasons. I think we're gonna call it Ultimate. Let's see, Ultimate Zombie Challenge Series. And I think we're gonna do like slash, and then the name of map, and then we'll do slash map 1, something like that. I don't know. I don't know how that would look. The UZCS. I mean, we could do something like that. Might be able to get a couple cool like lettering and stuff like that. Because the one cool thing that's gonna come out of this, guys, is custom thumbnails for myself. Obviously, you get the luxury of seeing the first one here today, and let me see if this pops up. Doesn't say. Why did that not pop up? But this popped up. Cool. So essentially these are the, I mean, this one just is over the top just because of everything we talked about, being the wonder weapons. Obviously there's zombies, there's a guy that's down, pack punch, fire sale, all the perks, box, gobble gum, and much more. I should have put the wonder fizz on there too. Do I have one hit wonder on here? I do not. We are going to have to add the one hit wonder. One hit wonder. And that one, I guess since we gotta explain that one too. The one hit wonder challenge essentially just means you get one hit on the box. Obviously, it determines on if you have to buy meal kit or not. Kind of the same thing. It's a similar thing to the one box challenge, only you only get one hit on the box, one hit on the wonder fizz, and then one time at the pack punch, as well as the one time for double pack as well. So it's literally like you get to use everything once. I have to jump in the shower. I made fish tacos before I started streaming, and I didn't realize I had, like, the fish was obviously wet and stuff, so like I was battering it, and like when I fried it, I didn't realize I had a bunch of like wet flour on my hand, and I like washed it off really quick, but I didn't realize it was over my nail. And so, like, I mean, I got most of it off, but like it's just like a coating, like a chip coating on my nail right now of just flour and seasoning. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, that brings our total to 28 and many more. So that's gonna wrap it up though, guys. If you guys could hit that like button, comment below what else you guys want to see. Like I said, both from this challenge series, from this zombie series, and outside of it, anything like that. Just let me know. If you guys also want to see it in different forms as well, like, hey, maybe obviously we stick to one map at a time, but hey, after Knocked, would you play Shadows or something like that? Is I'm kind of open to whichever one. And I think what we might do now that I mentioned that is we are going to be, maybe we should rank everything first. That might be something else we might do. I'm gonna have to see how to do ranking videos. But we might do a live stream where we rank every zombie map first before we start, and then see after this challenge if anything changes. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna ranking website. No. Hold on. We're just trying to see. Website tier list. Oh. Okay. Does that have everything? Knocked, Barucked, Inanuma, Doris. Is where? Doris. And then Kino. Where is Kino? I just want to see if this thing has everything first. Yeah, Kino, 5, Ascension, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La, Moon. Where's Moon? Okay. And then what we got? Transit, Buried, Mob, Origins, Styrise. I don't think there was anything else in Black Ops 2, was there? No. Actually, it had all the maps actually right here. Transit, Rise, Mob, Berry. Okay, that's all good. And then Shadows, DE. That's a bow. Golrod. There's Golrod and Revelations. Okay. Play. Okay. So we actually, there is a template for this. We can do this easily. There's so many ads that come up on here though. Let me see. What's that? Okay. Alright, so at least we know kind of how to do that. So I think our next thing that we might do is, if we can do it tomorrow, in worst case we'll do it first thing Sunday, is we're gonna stream a tier ranking before we play anything. I'm actually gonna boot up. I know I have Mob. I'm gonna have to see if I can maybe download Buried potentially, because I do want to play Buried. Mute them too. What is it? I know I'm not going to be. I'm not playing Dire Eyes. Yeah. Let me just see here. So between like 9. I'm just gonna put an A for F tier. Or this will be F tier, honestly. Change this to red. Let's see. So Ancient Evil, Blood of the Dead, Voyage, Dead of the Night, Die Rise, Buried. Is that it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4, 6, 7, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're all good. We're all good. All right. So we're probably gonna be doing that. We're gonna do a zombies tier ranking. There's gonna be a lot of NAs to a lot of this stuff. Wish you could. Oh, presentation mode. Okay, okay. Okay, there we go. That's not bad, actually. We might. Dude didn't even invite me. Well, I mean, we're done. We're done with this stream. Actually, I'm actually seeing. I just found this thing where you can rank the zombies map. Essentially, what we're going to be doing is a total zombie challenge across World at War all the way up to Black Ops 3. We might go into D Machine or like Cold War, maybe Black Ops 4. I'm highly doubting it just because those maps are just trash. But we'll see kind of how this series goes. Essentially, we're going to be going through the maps in chronologically order as best as we can. Obviously, I know I don't have all the World at War maps, but I know I have Shino. I think I have Shino Numa and Original Noct. And so we're going to be playing those 100% on there, but we're also going to be playing them on Black Ops 3. And we have a list of 28 challenges that we're going to be attempting. Some of them can break up into multiple other challenges, essentially. Or some of them, like Noctur and Toten, I think, only can do maybe like 15 or something like that. So not every map's going to be capable of doing all the challenges. And there's some maps that are going to have a lot more of challenges. And essentially we're going to be doing this. And we're first going to rank every zombie map first before we even start this whole challenge spree. And we're going to rank them first. And after playing all these challenges, we'll be attempting it. We'll be kind of like revisiting as we kind of go around, in a sense, where they should rank at the end of it. Wish I got an invite. Well, I mean, we definitely can do like co-op challenges and stuff like that for sure. We definitely could. The biggest thing is I'll have to figure out how to capture your voice, because I can't. I have no idea how to do that. I don't know how to capture like Discord voice. And I'm playing on PS5 too, so. But I guess we could play like Shadows on PC, although I'd be pretty bad at it. I'm not terrible at Shadows on PC, but like I was thinking about potentially doing some what is it? Custom maps. I think I have all DLC on PC. Well, I still don't think it matters. I don't have the. I think I downloaded it illegally. Of course you did. course you did. Still doesn't matter. It's not cross-play. It's not cross-play. So, but I mean, like, we could do like custom map challenges too. I wouldn't mind doing that. Like, if we found like a really good custom map that like is kind of like expansive. Like, it's not like a cheese cube kind of thing. No, he's paying for BO3 a second time. Exactly. But like, if we found like a map like that that has like an Easter egg and all like these cool things, I wouldn't mind like running it like 2, 3, like 4 times or something like that. If it's a really good zombie map and like doing different challenges and stuff, like Leviathan or something like that. I don't think I've ever even played Leviathan, but you know, doing stuff like that to where we can do like challenges and everything like that, I'd be down. Or if you jump on your PS4, we can actually play some zombies here. We could do that too, my man. I'm excited for this. I mean, you know, I have a PS5, right? You do? Dang, I actually didn't know that. I didn't know you got, or you know what? Maybe I did. Maybe I did know that you finally got a PS5. I don't remember when you did, but I do remember that now. Now that you said that you had a PS5, it's kind of coming back. I haven't turned on 8 months, but yeah. Well, download Black Ops 5 or Black Ops 3 again. The 2005 or 2015 game is coming back 9 years later. I have BO3 all on there. Well, there you go. Boot that bad boy up. There's gonna be a lot of things I want to do on this. We got some challenges are gonna be really easy and it's gonna be really quick to do. Other ones are not. Like some of these are gonna be time-based stuff. I mean, obviously when we get into Black Ops 3, there's gonna be a lot more challenges to go through. Like Gorod Krovi, you got the time. Was it the time challenges? Revelations has that too, actually. You know, you got the spider bait challenge. Like, you know, we have that. You can do getting every plant. In Zetsubo, the Wonder Weapon challenge is literally 4 different challenges in Horizon. So some of these are going to go pretty quick, which is why I think we might be able to do potentially, like, I'm like I said, I'm aiming for attempting to do 4 streams a week. One Tuesday morning, 1 Thursday. No, I messed up. What was it? 1 Tuesday morning, 1 Thursday, 1 Sunday? I feel like I'm missing that. I think I can potentially do one on Wednesday and Friday too, because I get off at like 5-ish, around there. No, not Friday. Never mind. That Saturday potentially is a good one because I get off at 5, but not this Saturday. So I mean, but either way, I get off at 6 on Friday. So I mean, if I come home, I mean, it's a day like today, I can do like a little challenge or something like that. So we've literally played it on PS5 together. Really? I don't remember the last time we played Black Ops 3 on PS5, to be completely honest. But yeah, we should be getting we should be doing this pretty well, pretty smoothly. I forgot I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm actually like really excited for this. When we played that racing game, Wreckfest, I deleted it. I don't even have it anymore. I installed Modern Warfare 3, and like a week later I deleted it because I had to download something. What was it? Oh, Fortnite had like an update or something like that. And between that and what I had on my, like, I wasn't able to like record like anything. So like it was like I recorded like 2 clips, and then it would be like you're out of space, and you couldn't record anymore. So essentially, I would be able to play like 2 games of Fortnite, and half the time I don't get a good clip or something. So I would have to go back or back out, check the clips, see if I got anything I wanted to make a short, delete those clips, go back into Fortnite, play, back out, you know. And it was more so annoying because I couldn't have any space for anything. But now that I have, you know, yes, I only have 3 games downloaded, I have space to be able to, one, install anything Fortnite has, which I don't even know if I'm gonna. It's really gonna depend on what this next season is, honestly. Hoping it's something decent in a sense, because right now it's kind of rough, honestly. It's kind of rough. Like I was okay with it when it was just the what is it, the god stuff, like where it was like the Zeus, like Athena wings or Pegasus wings or whatever, and then like the Hades chain and stuff. Like they had some like cool things with it, and then like the Naruto stuff came in, and there was like, so now there's elements, and that took over the all the god abilities. But then now there's god abilities, elements, and what is it, the medallions and all that stuff too, and it's just kind of too much now. Alright, I gotta clean up some. Peace out, my man. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be jumping in the shower, cleaning up a little bit, and probably going to bed, honestly. Yeah, I don't really have anything else I gotta do. I gotta clean up. I gotta cool down, honestly. I am hot, which I also turned down my fan a little bit just so there's not too much static from it, because when this thing's on full blast, it go brr. So there's the part of it. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. If you guys could, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and if you guys have any suggestions, leave it in the comments below. I'll see you guys all